So I was developing the project, and this project it gathers the knowledge of an accounting of the principle of accounting, debit and credit, depreciation, the capital issues, how to calculate the cash flows, how to come up with the management accounts. We have three sets of management account: the P&L, profit and loss account, balance sheet, which we normally call it the statement of financial position, and the cash flow. So this project, which I've done it within 3 days, fully 3 days, and I want to see how is it. Is it something that it can help you as an accountant if you don't have a system? Because most companies have worked with different people, and most of them, they don't have the system. They majorly rely on Excel. So can we turn this Excel into an accounting system? The answer is yes. Get yourself a seat and let's see the impact of research of advanced Excel and accounting knowledge. Have a seat, let's see. So let me share the file. This is the file. And in this file, we have a setup section which it guides you on how this system works. Like it has the quick startup, and also it has the setup monthly report. So this is just how it works, which if you get this template, you will be able to read more. I want to go quickly direct to the reports. So we have this column called the income log. This income log, you just need, it is an automatic, which is, you just need to click here, select the name of the chart of account. This chart of account is coming from the setup section. So if you come to the setup section here, this is where we have the chart of account. We have the section for income. We also have the section for expenses. We have the code number, the supplier name. We also have the section of assets, which you put your name of the asset, the cost, depreciation, accumulated. You get the net book value. The same with liabilities. You get account and the amount of the liabilities. So that is under the setup. So first, this is where you start filling in all these chart of account. This chart of account will be populated in the next worksheets. So like the income, you can easily get the chart of account of income here, all of them. And the code, and then here, this column is used to calculate the number of days of due invoices. Remember, in accounting, we need to get the aging report. So once you fill in all these detail, there is no formula here. There is no formula. It is a manual work you put here. You'll be able to get the balance after you insert the amount paid. And this template will be able to calculate for you the aging report. That's when I was talking about the project. You people were saying it should not be there, but it is good even for your own purpose, not for any examining body. Don't do it for the purpose of examination. Do it as for your developing your own skill. So you can see we can be able to get the aging report. This is the aging report. We have the due invoice within 150 days. We have 180, and then we have the grand total. So which means this is our account receivable. They have not been paid. So if we go to the balance sheet, we should be able to get this amount there in our balance sheet. Let's skip that. We go direct to our balance sheet. Trial balance. If you get trial balance, our account receivable is the same with that value. If we go to the balance sheet here, you should get the same account receivable. So you can see from the aging report to the trial balance to the balance sheet, we have the same figure. Perfect. Can we open the QuickBook? We confirm if it's worked the same. It worked the same. Confirm with yours. Now, that is under the setup. We go back to expense column. Again, you put the code. What is more important is the date, the account here, which this account also it is coming from the chart of account in your setup. You don't key in any data here. You just need to select the account, make sure to indicate the code number. This code number is work perfect. If you don't indicate this code number, you might not be able to get other reports in there. And then also you need to indicate the classes of accounts. If you have done financial reporting, you know what the requirement of the financial reporting, the IFRS 18, which it will be effected in next year, January. So you have to provide the detail section of expenditure, and you also need to provide the summarized statement of comprehensive income. So the reason why we are doing this one is to classify this expenditure, whether it is administration expense, employment expense, and financial charges, so that we can be able to get our summarized comprehensive income statement. So if you don't put this one, you might not get it in the summarized P&L or the profit and loss account. So once you put all this data, the information will be pulled automatically in the ledger. It will be pulled here. Let's copy one of the expenditure here, like this one. We copy the entire this expenditure. This one, let's just copy the entire. What do we need up to this amount? So we copy the penalties. I think up to that, put it here, and then drag it down. Also, this one will be there. This one will come automatic, and then just put the date. When is today? Let's put today. That is 23. If you use the running of the date, you will get 23. And then let's see whether it has been populated in our GL, the general ledger. So if you go to the general ledger, we should be able to get 23 here automatic. So you see how this Excel can't do magic for you. Now, let's again go back a bit to that. So that is, make sure to use the code. Now, we have added one transaction here, which is I've repeated a penalty and fine, but at different dates. Let's see whether our transaction has been affected, especially income statement, balance sheet, trial balance, and the statement of cash flow. So if we go to the trial balance or the income statement here, we don't know whether our date is capturing up to date 23. Our date is capturing from 1st of January up to 2nd of January. It's only capturing date 2 of January. You can see this is the range, 1st and 3rd. So which means this one is a report only between this period of 1st and 3rd. So the period here is 2nd. Now let's put the entire range, because we have seen our data is up to date 2023. Another one here. So the client also purchasing the CSV file. So this Excel, you'll have to do more extra work for this. Now, so even if we change, let's change the date. These are up to date 19, and this is up to date 23. So when I come to the report here, I will have to put the range starting from the last year, so that I can capture January. And then I also put it here up to the last of date 24, so that I can be able to capture date 23. Before that, check the P&L profit. This is 4.5. We change the date here. And everything, let's when before changing the date, is everything balanced? Now balance is balanced. Balance sheet is okay. No, this one, there is a problem here with the balance sheet, because we have not completed the date. If balance sheet is not balanced, you cannot balance the cash flow statement. You can see, you cannot balance that. So let's put the correct date here. Up to date 24 January. So which means we should have to start with date 24. You can just type 24 Jan. It will pop up. It is this one. So which means we have captured all the report. This is a loss. So it has a loss of that. And then, so it has a loss. Let's see, our trial balance is okay. Our balance sheet. Balance sheet, what is missing here is let's see what is missing. What is missing is that also you need to make sure also the date age is matching with the trial balance. You can see the trial balance is balanced, but the date here is different. So let's put the same date. You also start with that 1st December 2025. Let's put up to date 24. You guys need to write 24. Jan, you'll be able to get that. You can put that. So let's see whether it is balanced. Also it is balanced. Now we have the same. This one, it will calculate it automatic. Like this two is the reconciling item. If the expenditure is more than the sales and the capital, then the balancing figure will be the accumulated fund. If the capital and income and liabilities is more than the asset and expenditure, the balancing figure will be drawings. And this Excel system can't do that for you. It does that. I've even tried so many times. Now, let's see the balance sheet. We got our balance sheet fully balanced. Fully balanced. So the profit has been populated here, and also your cash flow. Do you know that you have to balance the cash flow statement? This is our cash balance, 50, 60, which it should be the same with the cash we have in our bank, which is this one. If I sum that too, I can be able to see it here, 50, 60. So this system, I don't want even review the report because the report here come automatic. You get the annual report, the VAT summary. The report here is okay. I wanted to focus mostly on the reports. Let's change the value of sales randomly. If you come here, we have 10 million. Let's put it even 100. Let's put 100 shilling. Everything will change there. What happened? Let's change the expenditure here. Let's even increase this one by 1 million to be 5.4 million. We are just changing the figure randomly. What will happen to our report? Expenditure report the GNL will be updated. You will see these are 100 shilling. This is 5 million. It is there. Now, detailed expense report also will be updated. If you check here, salaries, where is the salaries? Yes, this one, they have been updated. The salaries also, we have to put the range, which it is okay. It is picking the range, it is okay. Now, let's see the income statement. It has a negative. So balance, full balance, your balance sheet, balance, your cash flow, fully balance. You can see the profit has changed. We are starting now from 21 million. And this was the project that I was saying I'm working on. So this project is fully working. If you want to do more, you can see the aging. I've added aging. You can download this Excel and do more advanced enhancement of this section on your own design. You can also get this template in our website. Check the link in our bio and go. It will take you to our website. Get yourself this Excel. Try to modify. Try to play with Excel. So let me see in the comment section what have you seen and what is your comment? What do you want us to do a recommendation or enhancement on this Excel project?